now that the schools have resumed, the parents will face quite a number of challenges because of the lockdown. Now, one, many of them have not been working, and as a result of the lockdown, many of them have been laid off from work as well. So the challenges they are facing at this time are quite much.
Yeah, one of the challenges the students are facing is, parents are facing is how to cope with the COVID-19 instructions. That is to make sure that before they go out and when they come in, they keep to the regulations of the COVID-19 instructions.
One of the things that we need to ask ourselves is this: how much provision for safety have the government made for these kids going back to school? That's the first truth. How well are we prepared for safety? But the basic thing is this: when you look at the first challenge every right parent should be thinking about is the safety of the child. If you're very conversant or with how viruses spread, you will know that it's easier for children to spread viruses. It's easier for them to spread these viruses. Now, the basic challenge is this: most of these parents that are sending these kids to school now are probably jobless. Some of them are out of jobs, some of them cannot even feed regularly. And then also is the fact that transportation is super expensive. I mean, in a country where one of the things that you're expected to see is a government that should provide palliative for the people, but there is no palliative measures in place. Now, because there are no palliative measures in place now, I mean, transportation, for instance, now has gone sky high because we are trying to make sure that we keep safe.
Food is important because you are telling your school has resumed now. Bills has accumulated. School will not understand that corona or no corona pandemic. They will not understand. All they want to know is that this is an opportunity for them to charge parents. They only want to be lenient because they don't want to look like it's school. They don't want to say that it's government that say there should be lockdown. They don't want to say that it's government that say it should be lockdown. And food is important because if you don't have food, you can't do anything. You'll be mentally and socially imbalanced. All those things are one of the things that are currently now affecting the economy.
I would urge the government to create more small, medium enterprises through which the parents can sustain themselves within the sphere of the environment. Maybe home businesses, and if possible, they should create platforms for legit online businesses that the parents can actually tap into.
I hope that somehow, some way, before this whole thing runs out, before the people become too frustrated to even think, before we all become goats and dummies and all of that, that the government can find a solution to it.
Pray that God will continually provide for these parents, both in the private institution and in public institutions, to be able to cater for the needs of their parents, be able to meet the basic amenities of their students so that they can be mentally and psychologically balanced.